us Dr. Yamini Bhusan Tripathi, sir, Department of Medicinal Chemistry and former Dean Faculty of Ayurveda, Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर इस कार्यक्रम में. We also have with us Communication and Documentation Officer of MDNIY, Mohammad Tayyab Alam sir with us. आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर. And Director of Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, Dr. Ishwar Basavaraddi sir will join us shortly. जैसा कि हमारे संस्थान की परंपरा है, हम किसी भी कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत प्रार्थना के साथ करते हैं, तो आइए प्रार्थना के साथ इस व्याख्यान का प्रारंभ करते हैं. ओम सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ये हमारे लिए बहुत ही सौभाग्य का विषय है कि डॉक्टर यामिनी भूषण त्रिपाठी सर आज हमारे बीच साइंटिफिक बेसिस ऑफ इंटीग्रेटेड यूज ऑफ हेल्थ प्रैक्टिसेस विषय पर बात करने के लिए मौजूद हैं. एक बार पुनः मैं आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ सर कि आपने हमारा आग्रह और अनुरोध स्वीकार किया और आज हमारे बीच हमारे दर्शकों को, हमारे विद्यार्थियों को इस विषय के बारे में बताने के लिए मौजूद हैं. ये हमारा परम सौभाग्य है कि आपकी मेधा और ज्ञान से हम लाभान्वित हो सकेंगे. आपका पुनः बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हुए मैं संस्थान के संचार एवं प्रलेखन अधिकारी मोहम्मद तैयब आलम सर का भी एक बार पुनः बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ और उनसे अनुरोध करती हूँ कि कृपया कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाएं. सर.
Thank you, Dr. Vandana. Good evening, everyone. The Friday webinar of Morarji Desai Institute of Yoga has traveled a long journey that started on 2nd October 2020 under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Ishwar Basavaraddi sir, and Director Morarji Desai Institute of Yoga. And today is the 95th edition of this popular Friday webinar. Today we have with us respected Dr. Yamini Bhusan Tripathi sir, a former professor and the head department of medicinal chemistry and a former dean faculty of Ayurveda, Banaras Hindu University. Tripathi sir has been a member of JNU Court, Jawaharlal Nehru University Court, New Delhi, and Scientific Advisory Board, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. Sir has 38 years of teaching and research experience that is quite vast. Tripathi sir has organized 31 national and international seminars, contributed 14 chapters in books. Sir has 3 patents and 186 research papers published to his credit. Tripathi sir has presented 200 research papers in various conferences, seminars across 30 countries around the world. Sir has been awarded with various prestigious awards such as Career Award from University Grand Commission, New Delhi, Visiting Scientist Award from University of Missouri, Columbia, USA, National Associate of Biotech from Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and many more. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation for Friday webinar, a popular event for social media friends, students, and staff of the Institute. With these few words, I would like to request our today's esteemed speaker, Tripathi sir, to say to elaborate on the topic, on the excellent topic. In fact, the excellent topic, scientific basis of integrated use of health practices. Sir.
Thank you. Okay. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, how to share the slide? Close share tray. Desktop. Okay, I got it. Full screen, full screen. Okay, thank you very much to all the organizers, Moraji Desai Institute, and I'm very happy to associate myself with this prestigious organization. And I thought that all of you are already listening about naturopathy, yoga for a long time. But I personally feel that science, where the science ends, philosophy starts. The philosophical attitude of healthcare must be rooted in science, or I should say the science must be rooted in the philosophy of the healthcare. So I have chosen this topic, and today I am going to talk about the integrative approach to our wellness. Before I go to the science, I will take a couple of minutes to introduce the audience with the philosophy of wellness. Friends, I dedicate all my lectures to my father, late Professor S.N. Tripathi, who was also Dean Faculty of Ayurveda and a member Executive Council of BHU. And he motivated me when I did my biochemistry MSc in 1979. He said, look, you have to work for Ayurveda. And because of his motivation and desire, I shifted myself from Faculty of Science to the Faculty of Ayurveda. Now 41 years have passed. I joined in 1981. And since then I am working only for the Ayurvedic medicines and Ayurvedic concepts. And I have worked with more than 30-40 medicinal plants. And I wanted to give what he said, that Ayurveda is a science and it can only be proven at the molecular level. And I can see for last 2016 and onwards, 4 Nobel Prizes has gone to those topics which are really originated from Ayurveda. Means the Ayurveda is a science, and for its so what is wellness? Wellness means, that nowadays we are always talking that the mind-body relation, psychosomatic disorders. All these words are very, very, very catchy, and all over the world, people are using this in their lectures. But one should know in Ayurveda has said that body, sense organs, man, and soul, 4 things make your life. And what is life? Life is the Panch Mahabhuta, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Prithvi. They make living and non-living things in the world. When we talk of the non-living, the Panch Mahabhuta consists of everything. Whole globe, whole environment, whole universe is made up of these 5 elements. Similarly, our body is also made up of 5 elements. And when we go to the body, at the body level, there are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, 3 doshas. They should be in the equilibrium. And at the mental level, Sattva, Raj, and Tam. So what I mean to say that the base of everything, your life, your body, and the universe, everything is based on this. So when we talk of wellness, means we talk of the balancing of all these 5 principles in your body, 5 components in your body. If this is abnormal, then you will get a disease. Now, for making them to the normal, what we do, naturopathy talks of mud therapy, hydrotherapy, balloonotherapy, many words, acupuncture, acupressure. Yoga talks of Ashtanga yoga. Ayurveda talks of Ashtanga Ayurveda. But everything is reaching to the cell. But one thing is very important, which is present in our alternative medicine or the Ayush medicine, that all the systems of Ayush, the Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Homeopathy, Siddha, everything considers body as one entity. The patient is one. But in modern medicine, we talk of the cardiologist, nephrologist, neurologist, but here we don't have this kind of compartmentalization. Body is one. What I mean to say that the body is influenced by all the, suppose your heart is at problem, it does not mean only heart has to be treated. The whole body has to be treated to bring your heart in the normal state. So this is a slide which I made in very long back when I was with the 2002 probably. 19, when the Atalji was our Prime Minister, I went to the government delegation and I made this slide. And this was considered as a backdrop when was the Indo-US summit going on in New York. So I was in that delegation. What I wanted to show with this slide, that I connected with my earlier slide, that Satwaraj and Tam and Vat, Pit and Kaph all are related with the Panch Mahabhuta, and your food is also related with Panch Mahabhuta. For example, suppose your Kaph is abnormal, means Jal and Prithvi is abnormal. And this will link to your Tam. Tamasic pravritti will be also high in your man. And when you want to treat these things, then you should avoid the Madhur Ras. You see, why? Because Madhur is made up of Jal and Prithvi, Tam is made up of Jal and Prithvi, and Kaph is made up of Jal and Prithvi. So if you want to treat, a holistic approach is to change your diet. And I will show you in the next slide, there are 3 approaches of the treatment. You see now, this is the slide which I am showing. There's a psychosomatic. I am coming to the psychosomatic now. And we have said in Ayurveda, the Aharam Maha Aushadhi. The diet is the main medicine. And then another saying in Ayurveda, there are 3, for treatment of a disease, there are 3 approaches: Ahar, food, Vihar, lifestyle, and then Aushadhi. So all the 3 components are taken together. When we talk of Vihar, Vihar means 5 sense organs. They should be controlled in the way which can avoid the pathogenesis, the cause of the disease. And then this brain controls your gut, what you are eating, how much you are eating, and when you are eating. All the 3 things are controlled by brain. And this brain is controlled by sense organs. So this is the link between macrocosmos or environment and microcosmos, that is your body, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. You see, your whole digestion is controlled by your brain. Whatever you're eating, it is going to the sense organs, coming here, then coming here. Very complex system is there. This is one cartoon I made just for the common person to understand that what is the cause of the disease. Now I'm coming towards a little science. So hurry, worry, and curry, everybody knows. But if you tell it to a young boy who is working in information technology in the software, who is working day and night is the working time. What are the problems they are facing? If you are awakened, you are eating. If you are eating, and then you are having this kind of hurry means always thinking to do something very fast. Worry means thinking of earning more money, dollars. And curry means whatever you are getting, fried food or McDonald's culture, you are enjoying it because you don't have time to cook. So all these 3 things are getting into a disease. Tirdosh imbalance. And earlier you see the Acharya Rasayan was there, calm and quiet. Less caloric diet. People are restricting themselves from eating. 1 time eating in a day is very good. 2 times is better. And more than 2 times is worse for health. So then caloric restriction, more fruits and vegetables, whatever is present in there surrounding, they are eating that. And then Kamya Rasayan. If you are not able to control your health by these 3 things, then you go for the medicine. And One thing more important, nowadays the gym culture has come. Strenuous exercise is not good. What is your capacity to do physical work? Only that much should be done by a person. Over exertion is bad for your health. So now I am bringing to the science, Hari, Vari and Kari, what it does. Hari means more energy is required because you are working more work. So more ATP is produced from the mitochondria. And mitochondria, as you burn the coal, there is a smoke. And smoke is not, you want the heat of the coal, but you don't want the smoke because it is damaging the environment. That's why we have come from the coal to the LPG, from LPG to the natural energy. So what is happening in your cell also, the mitochondria is producing more ATP because you are in hurry. More energy production will produce more oxidative free radicals, superoxide, more oxidative stress, and inflammatory stress. So all these three things are bringing to the inflammation. And you have to check the inflammation because when the inflammatory cytokines flow in the blood vessels, then the endothelial cell, the innermost cell lining, gets disturbed. And that is the cause of all metabolic disorder. So Hari is what is doing? More free radicals, more mitochondrial activity, more ATP, and more free radical. And worry means, when you are worried, a catecholamine hormone is secreted. This is secreted from the nerve and also from the adrenal gland, adrenal medulla. So this catecholamine level becomes very high in the blood, and it reacts to the iron of the free iron in the blood. RBC has all hemoglobin. Hemoglobin should have all the iron, but some iron leaches out of the RBC and flows in the blood. So reaction between catecholamine and free iron, that creates free radical. They call the Fenton reaction. Third, the curry. Fried food is not good. Excess fried food is worst because what people are doing in the hotels, they're using that oil from morning till evening, and they'll keep on adding more and more oil to make their restaurant run. And that is the lipid peroxides are produced in the oil. So all these three things which I showed you earlier, they are all producing stress, all inflammatory stress. Ultimately, it is the killing the cell death. And when cell death will be there, you will have a problem. Overeating is very bad because it damages your adipose tissue. The information I told you, that is the master. Free radical, this is a reactive oxygen species, and inflammation. Both things are very dangerous for any health. And it is controlled by the GI tract, dietary lipid, whatever you are eating. So there is two things get damaged. One is the mitochondria, I showed you earlier. This is endoplasmic reticulum also get disturbed, ER stress. So mitochondrial stress and ER stress, both are connected with your food habits and your lifestyle. Now, I will show you this again. This is the mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, and this is endoplasmic reticulum. So both are under stress because of your lifestyle. Ahar and vihar, I should say in the yogic language, ahar and vihar, they disturb it. So we have to manage. That's why Ayurveda showed in the very beginning that ahar, vihar, and aushadhi, all the three things should be taken. So ahar, vihar means endoplasmic reticulum and mitochondria. Now I am coming to the drug. Diet. Ahar means diet. Why ahar is important? Because there are 13 agnis. So Jatragni is the master agni that controls 5 bhutagnis and 7 dhatwagnis. So Jatragni is the site of this is the stomach, intestine, pancreas, and liver. So these 4 things should be in the balanced state. Then only these things will be controlled. Because this is when the master is disturbed, the subsidiary units will also get disturbed. If the director of the institute is good, everything is good. So we have to take care of this. He is the director. And it is controlled by your brain. Brain is controlled by your sense organ. So this is the science behind it. And one thing more I wanted to show you, the causes of the pathogenesis. There are 3 kinds of diseases. The one is the pragyaparad. Asatma yog sangyog means if your sense organs are overactive, as I told you earlier, then you will get a disease. Any sense organ is overindulged in their object, a disease comes. Then Kal Parinam, based on the season. Suppose nowadays rainy season is going on, you may have the diarrhea, dysentery. In cold, you may have this cough and cold and other diseases. So this is a time bound. You have to protect your body. You can't do anything. Here you can do something. Here it is difficult. You have to prevent from this exogenous factor. And the last is the pragya aparad, psychological insecurity. That is 66% of the diseases are because of the pragya aparad. What is pragya aparad? I will tell you. So use of how to be healthy, use of regenerating food supplements, purification of body like panchakarma, control of emotions like Ashtanga yoga, use of restricted diet, code of conduct, change lifestyle. If you're not able to control, then use the rasayan and ultimately treatment of the disease, yukti vyapasya. You see, Ayurveda has given 3 steps, deva vyapasya, for the treatment. Earlier I showed you that there are, if 5 things are not able to control yourself, then you go to the treatment. But when you go to the treatment, there are 3 types of treatment. One is the spiritual healing, deva vyapasya. Second is the sattva vajaya, psychological counseling. And third is the yukti vyapasya. Yukti vyapasya means diet and medicine. Deva vyapasya means spiritual. This is also related to your psyche. So sattva vajaya and deva vyapasya are very much connected to the Ashtanga yoga. You see in Ashtanga yoga, people talk of asana and pranayama, but I personally feel, and also meditation, but I personally, yam and niyam has been left out because of how yoga became popular because of the asana. Asana was the easiest of the Ashtanga yoga, but yam and niyam is very difficult, and that has to be taken care, and that is related to your deva vyapasya and sattva vajaya. You see, yam means ahimsa, yasatya, asatya, brahmacharya. Everything is related to your lifestyle. And niyam means most of them are spiritual. Your psychological, tap, astik, dan. If you read all these things, what to do, what not to do, these things are connected to your psychological, psychosomatic. If these yam, niyam are not controlled, then asana and pranayam won't be that much effective, which it should be, because ahar vihar is connected to yam and niyam. And asana, so this is the yam and niyam I have given the more detail. All of you know because you are from the Yoga Institute, you must be knowing. But these things are should be propagated in a more scientific manner with the motivational talkers, so that the people with asana can follow these things. This is the yoga. What I want to correlate now, the 3 pillars of health: food, sleep, and code of conduct. Ahar, nidra, and brahmacharya. This is as per Ayurveda. And if you see in the yoga, yam and niyam is the social health. Yam. Niyam and pratyahar is the mental health. Asana and pranayam is the physical health. And dharan, dhyan, samadhi is the spiritual health. I've showed you the earlier, the sattva vajaya, deva vyapasya, yukti vyapasya, everything is covered under this. And food, sleep, and code of conduct, this is also covered under. So both are very similar. Ayurveda approach and yoga approach both treat the patient, but from science point of view, they are reaching to the same thing. You see, this is the live circadian rhythm. You should sleep from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Definitely, because pit is very high on that time, and you should not eat anything. Suppose you are awakened in the whole night, then you are eating, getting from the Zomato food order and doing it. So then these things are damaging your health, because chronologically you should not get any disturbance at this time as far food is concerned. This is the Vata time, the Brahma Muhurta from 4 to 6. Then this is the Kapha time. What I mean to say is, depending on the circadian rhythm, you should control yourself. And this Nobel Prize was given for this circadian rhythm. We always started saying that, look, at the Ayurveda we have already saying it. But what is the requirement? That we should tell it to the society that we are having this, but nobody will believe unless we do science with it. They have done the science with the circadian rhythm, and that's why they have got the Nobel Prize. And then one thing more, that the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, how it should be controlled. So there are the enhancing factors, there are the suppressing factors. This is based on your rasa. There are 6 rasas I showed you earlier side. These things should be taken for controlling vata, pitta, and kapha. This should not be taken. So this is all the Ayurvedic doctors can advise you, but you have to follow in your lifestyle. Now, concept to promote the health, it prevents the aging and the disease. Drug, Aushadhi, Rasayan. There are 3 kinds of Rasayan. Ajarsik Rasayan means dietary, Kama Rasayan means the lifestyle and food, and Namitic Rasayan is to treat the disease. So Rasayan Vigyan is one of the components of Ashtanga Yoga or Ashtanga Ayurveda, but this has been underdeveloped because in Ashtanga Ayurveda, Bhut Vidya, Rasayan Vigyan and Vajikran Vigyan, they were for the prevention, because the main objective of Ayurveda was the Swasthasya Swasthya Rakshanam, Atrasya Vikas Prasannam, means the healthy man should remain healthy and disease should be treated. And healthy man, 90% people in the society are healthy, only 10% are disease. So we should more focus on the wellness of the healthy people. So for that, prevention is better than cure. This part is from Ashtanga Hridaya I have taken. They have said that for every 10 years of your life, there will be deterioration of one physiological process, and to prevent that, you should take some kind of rasayana. So, for example, 41 to 50, you will have the wrinkles. 51 to 60, you will have the eye problem. For these things, Jyotismati has been recommended. Similarly, for different diseases, Vacha and Swarna Prasan is recommended for the child, because that increases your memory and Dhiti, Smriti, everything should be increased. So, to reach this objective, we have established for the first time in Banaras, Swasthayu Wellness Nature Cure Center. What is the USP of this? I have told you earlier, these are the diseases and these are the way of investigation. Nadi Pariksha, Prakriti Pariksha, the IU software of the CDAC, Pune, we are using it. Then Jyotish Pariksha also we have added. Why? Because depending on this spiritual healing, I have told you earlier, the Devapasha, every person has a astrological different characteristic. So, and based on that, a disease can develop. This is a very primitive as far as science is concerned, but we have added, we are working science on it, and ultimately the allopathy. So all the 4 methods of the investigation we are adopting, and how we are treating. We are treating like we are treating like a Samadra integrative medicine means Ayurveda, Ahar, Panchakal, Naturopathy, Yoga, Unani, Homeopathy, Yagya Chikitsa, Mantra Chikitsa, and allopathy with the method like spa, detox, and telemedicine. So this is my definition of integrative medicine. So the subject experts of all these systems should make a medical board and they should treat the patient for different kind of diseases. Then only it is a holistic approach. One man cannot do. The experts of all the systems are required. This is the cytune I have made. What are the things? Nadi Vigyan is very important that we are introducing with this system. Rehabilitation. So 3 main causes of Atma that I have told you earlier of disease. So this is all I think I'm going to end. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an elaborate lecture.
I'm open for discussion now.
सर आप आयुर्वेद जी मैं आ रही हूँ आप आयुर्वेद के बारे में बात कर रहे थे हमारे दर्शकों में से किसी को मैं प्रश्न किया है कि आयुर्वेद के बारे में थोड़ा अगर विस्तार से आप बता सके तो
किसके बारे में मैडम से आगे
आयुर्योग के बारे में सर
आयुर्योग
जी
I cannot understand the question. Ayurveda or Ayurveda? What are you talking?
सर आयुर्वेद और योग को जोड़ के जो एक एक होलिस्टिक अप्रोच के बारे में जो बात की जाती है उसके बारे में किसी ने प्रश्न पूछा है। जैसे आपने बात की कि आप ज्योतिष का भी उसमें समावेश कर सकते हैं, तो उसके बाद आयुर्वेद के बारे में किसी ने एक प्रश्न पूछा है कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति किसी मानसिक समस्या से जूझ रहा है तो आयुर्वेद उसमें किस तरीके से हेल्प कर सकता है?
बिल्कुल, very good question, very good question. I'm coming to the slide. Where is that slide? Yoga, Ashtanga Ayurveda. You know that these three approaches are for the treatment, and I have told you in the earlier slide that how yoga is connected with your Agni. If you want to control your body disease, then Jatragni should be controlled. And for control of Jatragni, then your Yam and Niyam and all these things are very important. So without any medicine, only diet control. Diet in Ayurveda is Kal Bhojanam, Bhoj Kalnam. There is a given time what to eat, how much to eat, and when to eat. If these three things are also given in Yam and Niyam also. There is overlapping between Yam and Niyam and our way of treatment Ayurveda. So both are common because I have ultimately to control the Jatragni. If Jatragni is controlled, then your body will be controlled, and then everything can be achieved. These things can be controlled by only your Agni control, and Agni can be controlled by your psychological, that meditation part. Asana and pranayam is good, but meditation and Yam Niyam, the three things are very important. Any other question?
नहीं सर, अभी तो फिलहाल कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, लेकिन एक बार फिर मैं आपका धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी जो आपने हमारे दर्शकों को इतना सुंदर व्याख्यान दिया और इतनी अच्छी जानकारी हमारे दर्शकों के साथ साझा की। और मुरारी देसाई राष्ट्रीय योग संस्थान की ओर से मैं आपको पुनः एक बार धन्यवाद देती हूँ, तथा हमारे संचार एवं प्रलेखन अधिकारी मोहम्मद तैयब आलम सर तथा हमारी तकनीकी टीम को भी हार्दिक धन्यवाद देती हूँ, तथा हमारे दर्शकों का भी हार्दिक धन्यवाद जो आज हमारे साथ इस कार्यक्रम के लिए हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जैसे कि हमारे संस्थान की परंपरा है, हम कार्यक्रम का समापन शांति पाठ के साथ करते हैं, तो शांति पाठ से कार्यक्रम का समापन करेंगे। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। एक बार आप सभी का पुनः बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। बहुत धन्यवाद सर आपका हमारा अनुरोध स्वीकार करने के लिए।
थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू सर।
वेरी नाइस। बाय बाय।